Good evening, race fans. It is a Wednesday night. We are here doing the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series. WFO Racing Network. Our season opener for the truck season is tonight at Talladega. We'll be starting here shortly. Stay tuned.
Driver, start your engine!
One, two, three, now we're playing with the big boys. Gonna take it to the street, now we're gonna make a big noise. Gonna climb
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave,
Good Wednesday evening. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope you are doing well. We're going to be starting off at the WFO Wicked Wednesday season opener for the, I don't know what we call it, the Wiki Wacky Truck Series, or the Twisted Truck Series. I'm not really sure. We can't do Twisted Tuesday. They done changed the date. Anyway, we are at Talladega. Here we go, and it is definitely not a negative 88. Oh, no, that's 88 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hey, Bert.
Coming out at 98.
He's got a trucking simulator he's driving. My button wasn't working a little bit ago.
Alrighty. And why is that? Oh, yeah, okay. That's going through there. That's okay.
Just letting you know.
Humidity is at 67%, partly cloudy, 7 degrees track temperature. We are about to go
Hopefully
racing.
We'll see him on track.
He's about to run in this thing. Couple weeks in.
We can see the number 70 machine there, Burt Wilson in that nerd's car out there practicing around. What else we got out there? It looks like Sean Hopkins. Sean Hopkins in that Fresh House car, or that Fresh House truck, number 33. Hey, that's my number. Hey, that's my number. What's my number? I do not recognize this fella. So it looks like we got a new racer here, Sean Hopkins. I mean, new to me. I think that counts, right? If it's new to me, then it's new to me. Looks like we got about 16 trucks going in. Mike Mitchell, Burt Wilson, Chuck Sweeney, John Sanu, Tom Cleveland, Brad Patterson, Elsie Daly will be making his return tonight. Michael Atkins Jr., Jacob Daniels, Hal Amy in the number 3 truck. Glenn Jamison, Dakota Floyd. Just Rick Fergone. Richard Holland, Larry Dickinson, and I already mentioned Hal Amy. Just because I know you doesn't mean you get your name twice. Oh, and Michael McCauley is going to be in the house, or in the race tonight, in that 81 machine. We don't have anybody else on the track. Mr. Burt Wilson and John Hopkins. And that's who we got going. Honor, what's going on? Wish I could be there on the starting grid. Stuck at work this week. Oh, no. I was wondering where you were. I didn't see your name in the starting lineup. Checking to make sure all my buttons get to working. We'll be going green here in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, about 2 minutes. See if we got any driver details on this Mr. Sean Hopkins. Yeah, okay. So you got stuck at work, huh? Well, that's... Ugh. Well, technically, I mean, I guess you can look at it like I got stuck at work tonight, too. I was promised last night that Mr. Vern Bradley would be in here tonight. But I don't see him on the track. I don't see him in the starting lineup. And I damn sure don't see him in the booth. So it sounded like it was a whole bunch of wishful thinking. Should be good for the next month or so. Was looking forward to this. Well, it's an opening. At least you can watch, absolutely. Well, no price of admission there. Yet. Wouldn't it be nice? I mean, not good for it. Yeah. Okay. No, it wouldn't be nice. All right, here we go. We're going to be gridding up, it looks like. Larry Dickinson and Todd Cleveland. 69 of Larry Dixon. Hold on here. Let me get a real camera here. There it is. The 69 of Larry Dickinson going to be on your pole. Todd Cleveland in the 55 truck right out on the outside. And then, of course, these two. Look at the teammates in here. Look at this. Jacob Daniels and John Sanu in that 72 and that 86 machine. Behind him, you're going to have the 24. Another teammate in the 24, Dakota Floyd. LZ Daly in the 6. Michael Atkins Jr. in the 42. Michael McCauley in that outside with that chrome paint scheme in the 81. Brad Patterson in the 28. Chuck Sweeney. Chuck Sweeney hasn't checked in yet, but yeah, you know, he'll be there. He's going to be in the 75 car. Just Rick Ragone in number 10 car in the back, and right outside of him is going to be the 31 of Richard Holland. Burt Wilson in the 70 machine. Sean Hopkins on the outside of him. Glenn Jamison in the 63 with Michael Mitchell on the inside of him. Last but not least, we're going to have Hal Amy. Don't count that out.
I don't know what happened. Those aren't working.
Kinda looks like the Home Depot car. Ain't gonna lie.
Gets back in here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on this one. So if it don't, you want to give me a EOL so nobody else gets penalized?
Is it picking up now? I just saw you two there.
I don't know.
Lights are out in the truck,
I don't know.
and we are about to go green. Green flag, there it is, there they go. Clean restart. Oh, the 69 dropping down to the inside, going inside. And there we go. Johnson is going to move it to the lead with Elsie Daly right in behind him. 81, the 81 there, Michael McCauley going to land in behind Daly there. Lap one. There's the 72 of Jacob Daniels. 24 of Dakota Floyd right in behind, and their teammate in the 86 machine up there in the front. '55 of Todd Cleveland. Jacob Daniels really getting into the back end of Johnson New there, trying to get him to force in, and you've got Michael McCauley and Richard Holland on the outside. Glenn Jamison is going to catch up there and try to give him a little bit of push. But you got Todd Cleveland, Elsie Daly down in the bottom, pushing that 86 machine of Johnson. LZ Daly really rubbing that bumper raw. It's going to be more blue paint on that bumper than there is going to be gray. And there we go. Michael McCauley going to dive down to the inside, and he's going to take the lead, leaving kind of Richard out there. But 63 of Glenn Jamison is going to tuck in behind Richard Holland there and try to get them to the front. 86 of Johnson, I don't know if he was too happy with it. He's going to be right on that bumper, but here we go. 63 Glenn Jamison pushing that 31. Richard Holland. Check my messages, make sure there ain't no chat out there. I'm horrible at that. But again, a little bit wobbly and falling back in line. And when at the end of the day, that's right, Mike McCauley still out in the lead. He's going to lead that lap. We got 6 laps down. Todd Cleveland resting in the back there, and let's kind of go through the field. Just Rick right there in that number 10 machine. Jacob Daniels in the 72. Michael Atkins Jr. caught up there in the middle, currently running over there in 9th. Going to drop down there into the middle there in that 42 car. Dakota Floyd in behind him. And then Brad Patterson around here somewhere. There he is in the 20. Wait, in the 40. Okay. Yeah, I guess his numbers are screwed up in here too. I'm showing him in the 28, but I'm showing him. I don't know. Dakota Floyd over there in the 24. Burt Wilson in the 70. Larry Dickerson back here in the 69. We saw him dive down there earlier in the race. And then, of course, you got Hal Amy right in behind him.
Back to 58.
Michael Mitchell. And looking all the way in the back here, we've got Sean Hopkins getting on the tail end of Chuck Sweeney. Pushing him around. Let's get caught up to the rest of them. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice little run right there. Don't count them boys out. Meanwhile, back in the front, we got a new leader, Richard Holland. He dived down into the front there, and he's jumped in front of Glenn Jamison in that 63 machine. Michael McCauley. I'm not really sure what happened there. Dropping from first all the way down to 13th. We were doing our run through the field there and didn't actually get to see what actually happened there. Hey, look, folks, I'm just one cameraman. What's up, Cindy? How are you doing this evening? Welcome to the broadcast. Sit down, pop a beer or a cold drink, eat some popcorn, and watch some great racing. Rick heading up towards the front. You've seen it right here from the Blink PM, taking over that number 1 spot over there from Richard Holland. Brad Patterson out there in the at the outside there in the number 28 machine, the trolley. Bert Wilson right on the ass end. And Brad Patterson's going to drop down right in front of Just Rick and take over the lead. Kind of reminiscent of last night's race. Cycling out through the outside and dropping down to the inside. A little bit of blink. Bert Wilson, and look at this. Atkins Jr., Michael Atkins Jr. pushing Bert Wilson up to the front. Then you got the 72 of Jacob Daniels right in behind. And then you got the teammates. That 72 of Jacob Daniels and that 86 of John Sanu. Bert Wilson and Michael Atkins Jr. running some fast laps. Just Rick gonna lay on that bumper. Welcome to the Truck Series, Brad. I like the driver place scrolling across the top of the screen. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. There's your top 5 coming up. Patterson. It shows number 40, but his car says number 28. I went to school, didn't study Common Core, but I'm going to have to say that, yeah, that's a 28. He is our race leader as of right now. Just Rick, but look at this on the outside, 72. Jacob Daniels. And the 86 of John Sanu teaming up. And then it looks like Michael Atkins is going to drop down in behind the teammates, and he's going to push. Jacob Daniels looking to the inside, waiting to make his move so he can drop down. They're going to just push right up. Look at this. Teammates are going to go in, and Michael Atkins Jr. is going to dive in there for that number 3 spot. That was pretty ballsy. That's what we like to say. Some stones. 1, 2, and 3, all passing the number 28. of Brad Patterson. And look at these teammates working together. You got the teammates and Michael Atkins starting to get a little bit of a gap already. Everybody's starting to single file out. Take a look here at our stunt link for our pit strategies. Take a look in here at, let's jump into the car here with Michael Atkins. Sounds like we're about to start making some green stock. Maybe? Sounds like we got some going on here. We're going to jump in here, and here's what it looks like. Michael Atkins Jr. He's going to jump into the pits. Oh, geez. 72. Or no, that was the 86. Hitting the inside wall. Stop bouncing around, damn it.
Sorry, man, I got wheel damage.
Let's take a look and see if we can't, we can take a look and see what happened here with Sanu. Coming down into the pit road. Teammates coming down. They're going to jump in. And you got to slow that baby down. And there it is. Boom. Runs right into the wall. Runs right into the wall. Hopefully he ain't going to have too much damage. Back into the racing portion of it, we got Brad Patterson back in the lead with Rick Fergone right in behind him. And 31 of Richard Holland. Sitting back about 0.9 seconds.
You might be all right, John. Yeah, I'll be hot. I'm gonna find a space in the next 5 minutes. You're gonna get plenty of time.
I like the driver's place. Oh, yeah, I've read that. Diana said, come on, Richard, Ricky, and Hal, you guys got this. She said, hi, DMS, and everyone. She will be on soon. Fantastic.
You're on the mark, Brett. And Dakota, I'm gonna let you go around.
Lap 21 down to 75. Brad Patterson is leading this. To run through the field, Brad Patterson in that 28 machine. Rick Fergone Right there in that number 10, you got Richard Holland in the 31 machine. Behind him, Michael Atkins Jr., Bert Wilson in the 70, Todd Cleveland in the 55, Glenn Jamison in the 63, Jacob Daniels and Dakota Floyd teammates right there on the 72-24, Larry Dickinson in the 69 machine, Michael McCauley in the 81, John Sanu, the third teammate out of there, and Hal Amy. LZ Daly in the 6, Mike Mitchell in the 2 machine, Chuck Sweeney, and Sean Hopkins still running in the back, following in with each other, trying to catch back up to that lead pack. Rick is going to take that lead over. Richard Holland is going to grind right in behind, and then Michael Atkins Jr. in that P3. Brad's going to tuck back into P4. And that is going to be lap number 23.
On the second half lap.
His teammates running that outside line, coming in back in behind Michael Atkins Jr. That has to be the 72, Jacob Daniels, and 24 of Dakota Floyd. Their third teammate, 86, John Sanu, back there somewhere. Might have a little bit of damage with that dance with the pit wall. Not sure how that'll affect him. See if we can go over there to the 86 of John Sanu. There he is. See if we can see any damage on his car. Oh yeah, we got some damage. And he got a flat tire. What the hell? Beltway Coffee. And there they are, trying to catch back up to that lead pack. Then we got Chuck Sweeney and them guys all the way back here. I'm not sure. I don't know if they're just testing or if they're just driving along, getting used to the track, but Chuck Sweeney being a little off pace tonight. Back at the front, we have a new leader, Michael Atkins Jr. taking over the lead. Just rank in there, and then you got your teammates coming out to the outside. The team. Jacob Daniels, Richard Holland going to dive in there behind just Rick.
Crawl in. Simple.
Oh, they got it moving on. That inside lane is pretty fast. That inside lane is fast. Let's go ahead and look at the dynamics of Michael Atkins here, shall we? 184, 185. As you can see there, you got We've got 3 little groups, or 1 big group and 2 little ones. All right, 1 big one, 1 medium, and 1 small. Good evening, nation. How are you doing? And there's a look at our top 5. Atkins, Josh Rick, Holland, Daniels, Floyd, and here we go. We got to move Richard Holland and Josh Rick going through the middle, splitting it up 3 wide. And they're going to take it over.
Sorry about that, Jacob. I thought I was a lot more clear than that. I didn't see it.
Michael Atkins is going to that outside again. Not really a lot of help right now. Teammates kind of fell off a little bit in the back there. And speaking of teammates, where is Hal Amy? Richard Holland could use a little bit of help up here. He's back here running in that second group, trying to catch the lead group. And that second group is going to be John Sanu, Hal Amy, Michael McCauley, and Elsie Daly in that number 6 machine. They're lined up. They are moving. Chuck Sweeney, Sean Hopkins, and Michael Mitchell going to be that third group. Let's go ahead and pull that map back up again. As you can see, they're moving right along. At first there, they look like they might get lapped. They're starting to put a good pace on right now. Michael Atkins Jr. going to dive back down in and take back over control. He's getting a little out of line there. That would have been the 28 of Brad Patterson. Getting a little out of line, diving to the inside, not advancing his position and getting back on the track. We are down 31 laps of our 75.
Nice work. Whew, I'm exhausted.
I saw Hal doing all the work.
That second group, that one we mentioned there, John Snu, Hal, Elsie, and Michael McCauley catching up now to that second stack, or that first stack, and then they are. They're going to tuck in behind that 69 of Larry Dickerson and that 55 of Todd Cleveland. They did it, ladies and gentlemen. They caught on back up.
Oh, sorry, Al. I went out of the car.
Let's go ahead and take a look at an overview. Pull out the mothership, that wimp cam. We got the number 6 of LZ Daly back there. They're trying to advance a little bit. And look at this. Right in behind him. We've got the 86 of John Sanu saying, come on, I'll push you to the front, but you got to go. I got some teammates up there. We got to go. So they're going to try the outside line. Everybody else has been pretty much just staying in line and running some laps. John Sanu says, none of that. We're going to push right up here, and I'm going to take you to the front. I hope you're prepared to give it up. Look at that outside lane. John Sanu going to push LZ Daly right to the front, all the way from the back. And now what? Now what are we going to do? John Sanu looks like he does. Going to jump right down in front of Michael Atkins Jr. He's going to take over that P3 or P2. You know the communication now. He's like, okay, all right, kiddo. Here we go. We got you to the front. Now what are you going to do? It's all up to you. I cannot believe I just called him kiddo. I'm gonna have to edit that part out. John Sanu on that bumper, making himself look wide, going back and forth. I don't know if that's he's trying to psych out LZ Daly there, and I'm not really sure, but here they come. The teammates are going to be coming in. John Sanu, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see if he can. Oh, the leader just cruising down that pit road.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully he didn't. I'm hoping he didn't get a speeding penalty on that.
Hitting this time, Hal.
And it looked like he was rolling. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Jacob Daniels, John Sanu, and Dakota Floyd. And then they go. They're running right back out.
I'm going way left side, one of the first pit stops.
Some beautiful looking trucks.
Right on the end.
Looking at some pit times here. Got a lot of traffic coming off pit road.
What happened there, LC? Get caught speeding?
LZ Daly got caught speeding going down pit road. I thought he came in quite hot.
Yeah, I did that last
Anyway, there's our new leader, Dakota Floyd, and his teammate right behind him in that 86 machine of John Sanu, Mike Atkins Jr. in the 42. Just Rick in that 10 machine, Richard Holland in behind him, and then the third of the triple trio, or whatever, Jacob Daniels in that 72 machine. Glenn Jamison, we're showing him in the 7th position right now with Todd Cleveland in behind him. Burt Wilson in the 70 machine, currently running 9th. Larry Dickinson in the 69 behind him. Michael McCauley and Hal Amy. Rounding off the top 12, Brad Patterson, Chuck Sweeney. And Sean Hopkins, Michael Mitchell, and Elsie Daly with that penalty, getting that penalty going down pit road. Kind of give you an idea of where they're at on track position. We're now broke up into 4 groups. Let's get back up here to the front. $40 laps out of 75, and that'd be 40 caution-free laps. No cautions tonight so far. I don't know if I'm not sure. I might not have should have said that. I might not have should have said that, I think. Groups 1 and 2 right there. And I'm not gonna say, but the numbers, according to the numbers, that group number 2, yeah, they're catching them. They're catching them. What's up, Dee Dee? How are you doing tonight? God bless, thank you, and welcome to the broadcast. WFO Racing Network. We're here at Talladega. We're gonna have to come up with a new Twisted Truck series. We're gonna have to come up with something because it's on Wednesday now. I mean, you know, Wicked Wednesday is, yeah. Well, maybe Wicked Wednesday, I guess. But, you know, what are we supposed to call them? They're walks now? Wicked Wednesday walks. Because they're not trucks anymore. Gotta be really careful when you say that, though. Anyway, here we go. There, we have our leader. Dakota Floyd, his teammate in behind him, John Snow, Michael Atkins Jr., Rick Fergone in the back, and Richard Holland's going to round out your top 5 right there. Not real sure, but I want to jump back down here to the 69. He looked like he was going to pop out there for a second. Looked like he might try to make a news, and so did the 69 of Dickerson. But they fell back in line. Looks like them leaders are catching up to that group number 4. And now there starts to be a little bit more separation. Seems like they were looking to the outside a little bit, but then they lost some momentum. Group number 1 is pulling away. And there we go. Lap number 45 is in the books. 30 more laps to go. Quite impressed tonight. Dee, I am doing fantastic. I'm glad to be back into the booth and glad to be calling back out. Glad that season 12 is underway. Don't get me wrong. I like my time, my downtime and off season, but it's good to be back. We got a new look going on. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We've got a couple of things that we still have to work on. But for the most part, it's looking pretty good. All right, let's find out where our favorite driver is in the field.
Work around you guys before the race.
And where your favorite driver is. There we go. In the lead there, and still Dakota Floyd. In behind him is his teammate in that 86 machine, John Sanu, Michael Atkins Jr. Right there in that 42, Rick Pagone in that number 10, Richard Holland in the 31, Jacob Daniels in the 72, Glenn Jamison in the 63. Behind him, we're going to have Todd Cleveland. Todd Cleveland in the 55 machine. In that Copenhagen. Behind him is going to be the number 70, Bert Wilson. Then we got Larry Dickinson right behind him in the 69. Michael McCauley in that Chrome Gar Sweet Tarts right there in the 81 machine. Behind him is going to be the number 3 of Hal Amy. Brad Patterson in that 28 machine. Riding right there. Chuck Sweeney and Sean Hopkins back here and maybe getting some laps in for that fresh house. Getting him used to the track, getting him used to the league, I'm not sure. Mike Mitchell and Elsie Daly about to get lapped. And there we go. Hopefully you got to see where your favorite driver is tonight. We're going to return back to the front.
I didn't even pull over until I saw you pull out.
Pack number 2 is kind of pretty much caught up now, and some pretty even intervals. Teammates Dakota and John up there putting a little bit of gap in there. Just Rick is keeping Michael Atkins Jr. honest and up there towards the front. Richard Holland Richard Holland ain't got nobody. He out there by his own, holding it down, baby, holding it down. Thank you, Ding Ding. Appreciate it. There we go. We got one vote in. One vote in for driver of the day. Driver of the day or fan fave or I don't know. The dude that we interview at the end of the night. How about that? Yeah, there we go. We're going to throw the intervals up there. Three cars in, 3 positions in the top 10. First, second, and sixth. "24 laps to go." Not much to talk about on these last 12 to 15 laps. You got your teammates out there, Dakota Floyd, John Sanu. Josh Rick looks like he's trying to get Michael Atkins up there to tuck in so they can get caught up, maybe go to an outside line or not, but pretty hard. It's almost like I'm seeing double.
24 pitting this next time around. 24 pitting this next time around.
24 is calling it in. He is going to be coming into the pits this time around. It's right behind here with Sanu. Now, I wonder if the teammates are going to be locking in and going into pit together. All I could hear was the 24. And it looks like Josh Rick is going to go to the outside, and he is going to bring Richard Holland with him. And there we go. Teammates are going to dive in. Slow her down, slow her down, slow her down. Get on them binders. Don't hit that wall. Green flag pits.
72 this time.
10 pitting this time.
31 pitting as well.
55.
Snow has dropped down and on his way out. Michael Atkins Jr. already back out.
Yeah, I got it.
I promise you, chat, tonight I am not going to miss the ending. last night, got so excited, didn't realize the race was over. And goodbye, let's head back towards the front there. With the number 63 of Glenn Jamison, with the number 70 of Burt Wilson, and 69 to Larry Dickinson in behind.
81 this time.
81 just called in. He's going to be doing a pit.
70 pit.
Burt Wilson's going to come in for a pit. Hal Amy. Hal Amy is in the pit. Rick Vergone is back out on the track. Michael McCauley, Burt Wilson, Glenn Jamison. And look at this. It's going to put just Rick. Larry Dickinson and Larry. Wait. What the hell? Let's let him. Let's let it. You know. Let's let it rotate. And here they come right here. Oh, easy. There we go. Rick Vergone, Richard Holland, and Todd Cleveland. There is your race leaders, 1, 2, and 3. We got 19 laps to go.
Larry, you gotta push him up if you can. I got you, bud. I'm just trying to be careful on the off track.
All righty, let's go. Looks like everybody's out of there and stuff like that. Let's do one more run through the field as we root on our favorite driver as they're coming down into 18 laps. We've got our race leader right here, just Rick Vergone in that number 10 car, Richard Holland in the number 31 car. Just behind him is going to be Todd Cleveland in the 55. Burt Wilson in the 4th place in that 70 machine. Larry Dickinson in number 5. That's your top 5 right there. In that 69 machine behind him is going to be the 63 of Glenn Jamison. Michael McCauley in the 81 machine, and behind him is going to be Jacob Daniels. Hal Amy has moved up to 9th spot. In that number 3 machine behind him is going to be Michael Atkins Jr. John Sanu in the 86, Brad Patterson. Number 12 spot in that 28 machine. Coming in on 13th is Dakota Floyd in that 24.
That third spot really makes a difference.
Chuck Sweeney,
No kidding.
Sean Hopkins, and Michael Mitchell. Elsie Daly in that 6th spot. What the hell happened to the 24? Dakota Floyd.
Yeah, we're about to be 4 here.
Not sure what happened to that pace.
Well, up and down, man. I can't believe we made it 60 laps before getting last.
We're going to jump on board here with Richard Holland. Ride around with him for a while. Oh, yeah, they do. You know, when you had a young relationship, it was always exciting, you know, and they always called it swapping spit. Well, there you go. They are swapping paint colors. The front of that Richard Holland's going to be white, and Just Rick is going to be gray. You kind of know who followed who in the race by the color on their bumper. Riding right along here on the rear of Just Rick, showing you just how close they get. No more camera. Almost got that bow tie all the way up into the camera. Looks like we got some lap traffic in the way. They're going to drop down. That's going to be Sean Hopkins and Chuck Sweeney. Leaders are going to pass to the outside.
Thank you, Sean, for letting me in line, bud.
Big thanks coming there from I want to say that was Larry Dickinson. Thanking Sean for letting him back in, and then Sean getting out of the way, going up to the top of the track, letting the rest of the leaders on by. Chuck Sweeney right there in the 75 machine, going to go a lap down. $11 laps. Ladies and gentlemen, 11 laps to go in our opening of the, I'm not sure what we're going to call it, type truck series. But it is the WFO Network opening for the Truck Series on this Wednesday night here at Talladega. Ten laps to go. Should get interesting from here on out. 10 laps right now. 10 laps, it means you still have friends. 10 laps right now means you still have friends. 5 laps to go. and you have no more friends. It is every truck for themselves. There we go. Oh, no. We got Richard Holland. What? We got 8 laps to go. Richard Holland. And just Rick. Diving down into pit lane. Well, that's going to put Todd Cleveland in the lead spot, with Burt Wilson right in behind with 7 laps to go. Well, if you didn't think it was, if you didn't think it was interesting, it just got a whole lot more interesting. And here's your top 5. You got Todd Cleveland, Burt Wilson, Larry Dickerson, Glenn Jamison, and Mike McCauley. What happened there? Here we are, right here. They're back on the track. Rick Fergone and Richard Holland. Let's check out the map tracker and see kind of where they're located at. There it is right there. They're in 13th. Richard Holland is in the 13th position. They're just coming across the start-finish line. I don't know. We got 5 laps to go. I'm not sure. I'm not sure they're going to have enough time. Actually, I'm pretty sure they're not going to have enough time. Well, what do I know? They just keep my handsome face up here in the booth. They say I have a face for radio. All right, we got 4 laps to go. here is where all friendships have come to an end. Maybe. See if anybody's going to team up, go to the outside, make a second lane, or if they're just going to stay in line and cross the finish line just as they are. Mama Riddle says hi. Hi there, Mama Riddle. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the broadcast. We love you, dear. Thank you very much for being here. Sorry I missed it there for a little bit. It's exciting. Here we go. 3 laps to go. Who's going to be the first one to duck out? Or are the intervals just too far apart? Here we are, 3 laps to go. So far, we've had a clean race. Shit and get. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ain't got time to worry about it now. This is what you practice for. And there they go, onto the outside. Here they come. They're going to make a run at it. You have Dickerson in the center. He's going to drop back down. Then you got the 63. You got the 63. 63 of Glenn Jameson coming out. Michael McCauley going to push him in there behind. They're going to go right by. 2 laps to go. Bert Wilson's going to tuck in behind Mike McCauley, the 81. Glenn Jameson is your new leader. Larry Dickerson's going to drop in behind then. Hal Amy. Oh, no. Oh, no. White flag. 55 of Todd Cleveland going down to the inside. Final lap.
One's gonna win it, I think.
Coming out of the turn. Michael McCauley going to dive to the outside. He's got Dickerson in behind him, and Bert Wilson is down on the inside. Here they go. They're going to do. Oh, my goodness. It's a wreck at the finish. It's a wreck at the finish. Look at that. 63, Glenn Jameson and Michael McCauley staring at each
That
other.
was completely my fault. The hole open, and I tried to get the last second.
They're doing the dance. It is going to show officially non-official right now. Hold on.
Hey, good race, guys.
Let's go ahead and take a look. Jump back here and take a look at Todd Cleveland. Todd Cleveland is going to, he's just going to run out of real estate. Hal Amy's going to come down. And there we go. And that's that. Our official, Glenn Jameson.
Hey, Mike, Glenn, I apologize about that. I had a huge run and I had to It was picking up when it was there and got close on me.
And there is our winner right there, the 63 of Glenn Jameson. 69 of Larry Dickerson is going to be taking in the top P2. And the 70 of Bert Wilson. We'll be right back right after this. Well, actually, there's nothing left to do.
Good race, Brett. Racing earlier.
We're going to go right into it. Let them get their stuff down.
It's always one of those weird fuel mileage super speed. Look at you.
And we will get the number 63 of Glenn Jameson up here in the broadcast booth. Let him do his little.
Yeah, well, I guess if he was riding around in the middle of the pack, it was saving just enough to go an extra. Tried it a little too late, I think. Led too much.
All right, let's get him up here. 63 of Glenn Jameson. Let's see if he's got a copy. How about you, Glenn? You got a copy?
Hey, how you doing there, man?
How are you doing, man? Look at you.
I'll tell you what, anything can happen at a plate track, right?
You got that right. I was telling everybody in chat, I was like, you know what? These guys are running at 10 laps. You guys are running just like your old beer drinking buddies.
Yeah, man. Well, there's a lot of strategy. This was razor thin fuel race here, and so a lot of calculating all the way through, and trying to figure out where to be. So I'll tell you what, you couldn't do it without a team of folks. Great team of folks. Brad, Macaulay, Bert. I mean, just running together, really trying to get in there and save fuel at the right time. And I mean, we were planning that last lap the whole way. We were a lap to the good, and we were just going to go for it. It worked out.
Well, not too many people say they can be T-boned and pushed across the finish line with their teammate.
That's right. Maybe next time I'll cross the finish line and first go the front way.
Then it looked like you guys were doing that little, cheer back and back. You were going in reverse, and McCulley was right there on your bumper.
That was a race-winning high five we were doing right there.
Oh, is that what it was? You guys practiced that, I take it.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, so all that stuff was planned. See, I told you, chat. Well, congratulations. You have won the opening, Glenn. And anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, definitely. I got to thank you for working the booth. You do a great broadcast. Really enjoy it. Thank the fans for watching. Everybody who's watching. Really appreciate that. Appreciate the league, WFO, and Vern. Mike McCauley does a lot of work, put this thing together and make it fun. I got to thank him. Of course, got to thank my teammates, and then as I said, just thank everybody that's racing here. This is a great group of guys. It was a great group last season. We're starting off with a great group again this year. It's a lot of good, tough racing, and really appreciate everybody's racing and just a lot of fun. Having a good time tonight. This is great.
Well, thank you very much for all the kind words, and we look forward to a lot more racing this year. And,
yes, indeed.
Well, thank you very much, Glenn. You have yourself a wonderful night. Go down there and enjoy your win.
We're all going to go hang around the back of the trailer and have a couple beers and have a good time tonight.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations.
Thank you. We'll see you later.
All right, let's go down here and try to find... Let's see where he's at. Where is he at? I'm not seeing him. There he is. He's hiding there behind the urinals. What is going on? We've got the 69 of Larry Dickinson. You got a copy on us?
Bud? I got you loud and clear. What's going on, bud?
Hey. Take us through that last couple of laps.
Man, that was crazy. I for some reason, I had a feeling it was going to be fuel mileage, because usually, you had these big packs on these plate races, and it was a low car count tonight, which was good because it allowed a lot of clean racing. Didn't have that caution fest, but yeah, I knew with 2 to go. I was looking in my mirror the whole time because the last probably 4 or 5 laps before that, Glenn, I could see him playing the game of laying back to get the run. I was like, Jesus Christ, he is setting me up to help Bert win this damn thing on fuel mileage. and when he made the move with 2 to go, I tried to jump up, but him and Michael snookered me, and they left me out to dry, went right around me.
Oh, my goodness.
And so when they did that, I kind of was going to see if I can maybe get Hal to help me, but I saw him get tangled up with Jacob, and that kind of cost their momentum coming to the white flag. And I was like, well, I can sit here in 4th and just ride it to the front stretch, and pretty much I feel like guarantee myself a possible podium by just staying back and getting at least a run on Bert, who was in 3rd at the time. And when I jumped up, Mikey jumped up at the same time, and I was going to push him to the win.
You guys both gave you the send it.
Yeah,
at the same time.
When he jumped up, man, I saw him jump. I was like, well, I'll push him to the win and I'll still get my podium. But he left the hole there that was so tempting with the big run ahead. I was like, I got to take it, man. It's my first race back with y'all in a year and a half. I got to take it.
And take it you did.
Yeah, and when I went to the middle, Bert came off the bottom and barely doored me. And when it did, it sent me up and it net coded me and Michael. And then when it did that, it turned me back into Glenn. And it was just chaos. It was just hold on for the fucking ride.
I hear you.
But it was so fun to be back with y'all, man. I miss this.
Oh, man. And it's great to have you back, Larry. It's great to have you back. And look at that. First race back, our opening night for the Truck Series, and you've got P2.
Is it P2 or P3? Because it said Bert got P2, I thought.
I'm showing, we could take it as unofficial, I guess, but I'm showing it. You got P2.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, either way, I'm getting a chance to talk to y'all. Or you. I wish Vern was here. I know he said he had internet problems. So I wish I could talk to Vern. It's been a long time since I talked to him. And I ain't got to talk to Nation in a while. Where did he get abducted by the aliens? What's going on with him?
Well, yeah, he's around them.
Well, he's got the aliens probably busy, probing them, giving them some quarter pounders, giving them some couple fat chicks,
Yeah.
His normal thing, keeping him occupied, keeping him happy.
I think what's going on is, Nation, nobody really wants me to say this, but this is just between me and you, because really nobody else is listening. But see, Nation's homeless now.
You see, I think I know what it is. Remember before I left, he said I kept firing him?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I feel bad now because I stopped the paychecks and made him homeless. I feel like a bad person.
He's homeless. So, he very rarely gets a good Wi-Fi signal. And you remember the whole McDonald's incident with the quarter pounder?
Yeah.
Well, so he has to sweep the parking lots kind of, to get back into it. And he kind of bootlegs their Wi-Fi.
Well, I'm going to have to, if you can get in contact with them, tell them to hit me up. I'll see if I can work out something with the aliens. I'll bring them back because I feel bad now.
Well, Larry, I want to say thank you very much. Congratulations on the P2. Unofficial right now. But, hey, great job.
Appreciate it, brother. And I want to give a shout-out to one of the sponsors. I know I talked to y'all about a couple times when I got a few interviews here and there when I was running before I left. Anybody can support the Angelman Syndrome Foundation. Again, great organization, supports all forms of autism. And if you can donate to that organization, you'll be doing an awesome cause for some awesome people. And just shout out to all my other sponsors and shout out to my wife sitting here next to me.
All right. Thank you very much. That was Larry Dickinson coming into the second place on our opening here at the WFO Racing Network opening night for the Truck Series. We are going to go right down to, let's see, where is he at? He's another one that's always hiding. I found you. How about it? Bert Wilson, you got a copy?
I do. How you doing, DMS?
I am doing fantastic, brother. How are you doing?
All right. Wasn't sure if I had won, lost, disqualified. I don't know what happened there at the end. That was kind of crazy stuff.
Well, I was telling Chad earlier, that you could be the best of friends at lap 10, but come lap 4, there are no friends. And
we were all fuel misers the whole race and best friends. We
entirely.
already all plotted to be best friends until the back straightaway coming to the final lap, and then it was go time.
Well, take us through those final laps.
Well, if you had to run open air, even for one lap, you were like half a lap to a lap shorter than everybody. So we were fighting that all race. One of us was always a lap less than the rest. So we were trying to hit that 19 lap mark, which was where he had to be to not do that splash and dash. And those two managed to save that last one. They had a whole extra lap. So I told them, man, you just go out on before we even get to the last lap. You two just go. And if I have the chance, I'll drop in. And I didn't know if I was going to make it. I think I ran out just after the line. So,
well, just after the line is always better than just before the line.
Right. That's what I was worried about. I thought Cleveland, he came in a lap before me. So I was sure he was going to run out sometime. And I was going to take his tailgate to my face. But it didn't happen, at least not before I was able to pull out. Really thought we were going to dominate the podium tonight. That was our goal, actually stated before the race started. We want to dominate the podium tonight, but almost happened. Feel bad for Brad. He had a pit stop snafu and put him away in the back. He was running strong again tonight too. So
yeah,
good chance we could have went top, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm happy with second. You can't ever complain. Like I always say, you either come out of here satisfied, happy, or pissed off. So
it's one or the other. I mean, you can't. I was just looking at the photo finish that they have already posted in the Discord and stuff, and
yeah.
my goodness, Glenn Jameson being pushed across.
That's how fast Glenn is. He can run sideways
and still
win.
Gotcha. Well,
but yeah, the photo finish on third and fourth. I don't know how it was able to judge that. Good thing it wasn't a human calling it, because
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm going to tell you right now, I can't tell the difference. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. What was the final? What was the final? Oh Jesus! Look at that, 7. Let's see here. What was the gap? 0.05 between Glenn and Larry. It was 0.06. And then I'm getting Michael McCauley at 0.05. So I'm not really sure. That's why I'm not calling it official right now. Everybody will have to go back and do their own thing here. But as of right now, I'm showing it at P3.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It showed me second there for a bit, but now it's showing. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm showing second.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. So I can only go by what I've got in front of me. But
still,
hey, they'll get it all
Dickerson
figured
and
out.
McCauley, they were 3 1,000ths apart, and I was 1 1,000th ahead of Larry. So,
well, there you go.
4 1,000ths for second, third, and fourth.
For the top 3. Oh, well, is there anybody you'd like to thank there, Bert?
Thank you, of course, for putting in time to broadcast this thing, of course. And Vern, I know he's been having some technical difficulties, so hopefully see him on the track. And McCauley and, of course, Hal sponsoring this thing. It takes some money to.
I'm starting to think that Vern is an actual technical difficulty. Not that he's having technical difficulties. Starting to think that he actually is a technical difficulty.
The cause of the glitches, we can argue, but he's definitely having technical problems.
Well, Bert, congratulations on whatever position that you came in. I'm sure the official results will get in there. And anyway, congratulations, my friend.
Well, thank you. Aren't I driver of the day? Oh, no. I don't think I've ever had one vote.
I've only seen one vote the entire night. And I think that's partially my fault because, I mean, I might have forgot to mention it. It's our first week back, and they're asleep at the wheel there, and.
Oh, it's not like you tore your Achilles on the first race out.
That's right.
Of course, you're not getting paid $45 million either.
Wait, I'm not getting paid $45 million?
Yeah, it's only like 10 or 12 million, isn't it?
Wait a minute. Who the hell negotiated my contract? Anyway, Bert, have a great night, man, and a great weekend, and we'll make sure that we see you. We'll be here next week.
Yeah, we will. You have a good night. Nice talking to you.
All righty, and that was Bert Wilson. Either you're P2 or you're P3. I have no idea. I got to be honest with you. Well, we did get one vote. So nobody else voted. We've got one vote. So we're going to go ahead and let's find him. There he is. If I can remember right, I'm not positive, but if I can remember right, he was driver of the day last night, too. I'm not sure. But
What?
what's going on? How you doing?
Tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
You act like you did something tonight.
All
Well,
day.
You know what you did do? You got driver of the day with one vote. It was the
Nice.
only one cast. Chat was asleep tonight.
Shocker, right?
Or I was asleep and didn't remind him. One of the two.
Oh.
I'm kind of thinking it was, Chat's fault. Anyway, take me through a little bit of the race tonight. What was going on? What were some issues? Looked like you had a clean race, but it's just not a very fast race.
Nah, I'm not very fast with that truck there for some reason. I just figured saving fuel.
Now,
That's
so
all my chances were.
that's what you were doing. You were sitting back, saving fuel, trying to make a run at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
And I got into Todd.
yeah. It was then right there at the end.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that close.
But well, that's back to back, isn't it? That's some kind of record for you, isn't it?
Right.
I mean, you got it last night. You got it again tonight. We might just have to put a chair in the booth for you.
Right.
So what happened there between you and Todd? You just didn't know he was that close?
I got down on him. I didn't realize he was that close.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It happens. It happens. The shocker tonight was Richard Holland and just Rick.
Yeah, they were short on fuel.
I saw him dive in at lap 5. I was like, whoa, okay. Or lap 6, and I didn't think that was going to be a good thing for them. But, well, another race, Hal. Another season starting. Your thoughts, my friend? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Your thoughts on a new season starting?
It's just starting, so we'll see what it is to come.
That was when you were supposed to say something like, I'm really glad to be back. I'm really glad that we're able to do this again and provide another season. Oh, my God. We need to get your PR agent. Where is Nation?
I don't know where he is.
Hal, it was great.
I think he's sleeping in a parking lot or something.
In a parking lot, in a McDonald's, stealing their Wi-Fi. All right, brother. Well, you have a great night, man. It was glad. We're going to close this up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. This has been the WFO Racing Network with our season opener. Congratulations to our podium finishers and congratulations to all the racers for a clean, beautiful race. And, of course, thank all of you for being here tonight. God